And from then on, he actually turned away a lucrative career, a corporate career, and he moved into the path of spirituality and yoga. From then onwards, he was a practitioner and teacher of Bhakti Yoga. Now he travels around the globe to many countries like America, India, Europe, here in Australia and New Zealand, and he conducts seminars as well as workshops on Bhakti Yoga and yoga. So his specialty is that he can relate to the current generation, and he gives talks in many institutions, many universities like University of Toronto, many universities in America as well as in Europe. So in fact, Swamiji has come here one time in Melbourne Uni. So for him, this is not the first time, this is the second time. So on behalf of Bhakti Yoga Club, we would like to welcome Swamiji for the lecture. Thank you very much.
This subject, fire of desire, is very crucial for the world today. When we look at the individual situation, as well as the global situation. The two are, of course, related. Our perspective today is going to be from the ancient yoga texts. Now, most people, when they hear yoga, they think of physical postures. They think of breathing exercises. And that is good for the health. I do that myself. But actually, yoga encompasses far more than just physiology. It deals with our connections to one another, our connections to the world, and our connections beyond. So please, when you think of yoga, think of connections, both near and ultimate. This subject, fire of desire. I travel on every habitable continent of the world. That means everywhere except Antarctica. And have done so for close to 4 decades. And in my travels, I've noted that the desire issue is a very troublesome one, both on individual level and on the societal level, what to speak of the global level. What do we do about desire, the force of desire? Do we totally absorb ourselves in it? Or do we become frustrated by desire and try to extinguish it, snuff it out completely? Or do we seek a higher level of desire? If we look at the global situation today, we find that basically human beings right now are living as if there were 2 planet Earths in terms of their resource consumption and their waste disposal. I was just in North America speaking at University of Toronto and other institutions. And they know the facts there, that if everyone in the world lived on the standard of North Americans, that means not Mexicans, but Americans and Canadians, we would need 5 planet Earths right now. Perhaps Australia is a little different. In any case, our appetite, our desires have just totally overshot the carrying capacity of the earth. You know that. Who wants to cut back? All attempts to curb this mass desire have failed. Mass desire is a combination of individual desires. So if individuals don't know how to deal with desire, there's no way we can expect that society will know how to deal with desire. We have an appetite, we have a yearning, and we're seeking to fulfill that appetite. There's no point in denying it. We have cravings. And of course, it's very difficult for us to separate wants from needs. If we want it, we need it. That is the mantra for today. I want it, therefore I need it. If we look at the global situation as a whole, we see that people equate progress with inflamed desire. There are some basic myths of human civilization, and we really need to do something about those myths. They go very deep into our psyche.